In this lesson, we will explore how to insert records into a MySQL database using Python. Inserting records is a fundamental operation in database management, enabling you to store and manipulate data effectively. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the process of inserting records and will be able to apply this knowledge in your own projects. Don't worry if this feels new at first. This section covers understanding MySQL and Python integration. MySQL is a popular relational database management system that allows you to store and manage data in a structured way. Python, as a versatile programming language, provides libraries to interact with MySQL databases easily. The most commonly used library for this purpose is MySQL Connector. To begin working with MySQL in Python, you need to install the MySQL Connector library. You can do this using pip, the Python package installer. Open your terminal or command prompt and run the following command. I'll let you read the examples on screen rather than reading every line aloud. Let's move on to establishing a connection to the database. Before inserting records, we must establish a connection to our MySQL database. This connection allows us to send SQL commands to the database. Here's how to create a connection. See the example on this slide. Pause if you want to study the details. Replace your _username, your _password, and your _database with your actual MySQL credentials and the name of your database. This section covers preparing to insert records. Once the connection has been established, the next step is to prepare for inserting records. We need to create a cursor object, which allows us to execute SQL statements. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. The cursor will be used to execute our SQL insert statements. Now, using the insert statement. The insert statement is used to add new records to a database table. The basic syntax of the insert statement is as follows. I'll let you read the examples on screen rather than reading every line aloud. For example, suppose we have a table named employees with the following columns: ID, name, and position. To insert a new employee record, we can use the following code. See the example on this slide. Pause if you want to study the details. In this example, we're inserting a record for an employee with an ID of 1, a name of John Doe, and a position of software engineer. Now we're on committing the changes. After executing the insert statement, we need to commit the changes to make them permanent in the database. This is done using the commit method. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. Finally, it's important to close the cursor and connection once we're done. I'll let you read the examples on screen rather than reading every line aloud. Let's move on to putting it all together. Here is a complete example that demonstrates the entire process of inserting a record into a MySQL database. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. In this lesson, we learned how to insert records into a MySQL database using Python. We covered the following key points. First, installing the MySQL Connector library. Also, establishing a connection to the database. Also, creating a cursor object for executing SQL statements. Also, using the insert statement to add records to a table. Finally, committing changes to the database. Alright, your turn. Give this a try. First, modify the example to insert multiple records into the employees table. Also, create a new table named departments and insert records into it. Finally, write a function that accepts employee details as parameters and inserts them into the employees table.